What's up, everybody? My name is Abe, and on today's episode of Alpha TV, we're going to be reviewing an Acura TLX. You ready? Set? Get ready, let's go! All these sensors are going off. It says system failure. Whoa! Yeah, that's definitely not the same as their Sport Plus, I'll tell you that. Why am I going down a mountain now? Where am I? So today we have the Acura TLX, and as soon as you step into this car, you realize it's not a Honda. It is just a little bit better. Everything is a little bit better. It doesn't have like that basic feel. You kind of get tricked into, oh, maybe this is a luxury car. It's not, but maybe. The first thing I have to say I'm impressed of by far is the steering wheel. This steering wheel is beautiful. Maybe I'm like what's the word? A little particular about my steering wheels, and I don't like basic round steering wheels. I like it with the little notches and grips, and it has to feel good in my hands. And this is like, I can see this steering wheel in a $100,000 car. It's a nice, comfortable steering wheel. Now, there are a few different modes to go with, and we have a button here called dynamic mode. As soon as we click that, we can cycle through the modes, and the modes they have are Econ, Normal, Sport, and Sport Plus. Yeah, obviously we're gonna leave it on Sport Plus, obviously, but I do have to be a little careful today. It is currently 28 degrees outside. Yeah, it's that freezing. So there isn't ice on the road, like it didn't rain, but like just because it's so cold out, there might be like a little slip of black ice somewhere. So I gotta be careful. I'm gonna push it, believe me. I will push it. Oh, that's a police station. Why would I do that? That's just stupid. Sometimes, like, my brain, like, it just doesn't work. Well, see, I can't even push it now, because what if they're, like, following? YOLO. Sometimes you just gotta YOLO it in life, you know? Sometimes. You know. It is quick, man, I will tell you that. Running through these corners, it's a little wobbly. I'm a bit surprised. I've driven other cars down this strip. It's not as safe and secure in the corners as I expected it to be. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not a heavy feeling car. Wow, that's a heavy car. Oh, Maserati too, nice. It doesn't feel heavy, but it just doesn't feel stable. Like, it doesn't feel secure, if that makes any sense. Stop sign ahead, thank you for letting me know. The brakes, again, currently the mileage on this car is 12,200 miles. And so I'm sure that the owner has not changed the brakes. I'm pretty sure, at least. And I know the way they drive, and they drive their cars hard. So I'm assuming they're the reasons that these brakes are shot. I'm not gonna say that's Acura's fault with this crappy brakes. But I have to say, it definitely does pick up and go. I am very, very surprised by that thing. As soon as I got in the car, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be quick, but how quick is it? And maybe this is a Sport Plus. They also do have paddle shift. Whoa. I just enabled the paddle shifter modes, and it feels a little different. Some cars, you know, you enable paddle shifter, and it's the same exact thing as their Sport or Sport Plus modes. I have a feeling it's not going to be the same. Let's see. Second. Whoa! Yeah, that's definitely not the same as their Sport Plus, I'll tell you that. Wow. Yeah, wow. That feels like a different car. That is not the same car. A lot of times when you do Triptonic, it's the same thing. But no, not this car. Woo! That was a little close. Power out, power out. Wow. How do I get out of manual paddle shifter mode? So I guess we're gonna rock manual mode. Oh, there's ice. See, this is why you gotta be careful. The gauges, though, I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan. It looks like you pulled it out of like a Honda Accord. I feel like it is. It's exactly the same one. You just added some red lines in the middle for every 5 miles, and that's about it. It doesn't feel like a sports car to me, and I think that's what they were trying to go for with the TLX. And what the inside does, the steering wheel does, it's all right, whatever. The entertainment system, it's okay. It's not, whatever. Like, because you know what? The reason why I say this is because it is touchscreen. It's a nice screen. It works good, but I don't know why you need this up, down, right, enter menu, little joystick. What do you, like, why would anybody use that if there's a touchscreen right there? I don't. Why do you need both? And I feel like you just waste space. And it looks like it's a car from 2008 with a big ass. What car was it? The Lexuses that had those big joysticks over there? It's so stupid. I don't get it. The seats are very comfortable. There's, in the middle is Alcantara. The side is leather. It's a very comfortable seat. One thing I didn't like about this car was getting into it, because once you got in, I feel like you had to like get in and then you went boom. I'm not a biggest fan of that because my back kind of hurts. So shout out to all the people that have back problems. Yeah, it hurt. It did hurt getting it in a little bit, but when I'm getting out, the seat actually, it like as soon as you press power off, shut off engine, the seat will go back. It'll like start going backwards. So that was one thing I did like. Getting out was a little bit easier. Funny story, when I tried to pump this car with gas, I couldn't find the button to open it. So what I actually did was open the hood of the car. Yeah, oh, there's a red light. There's a button right here on the side, and it's a small, tiny little button that just, you barely see the gas logo, and it's hid next to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other buttons. How am I supposed to find that? I don't know. You do have memory seating on this particular option. I do like how the car looks. I think the back especially looks particularly beautiful. Excuse me. Beautiful. Yeah, because that is some booty it has. It is. Wow, I think I would just literally just stare at the, especially when you have, when you're at night and you press like the lock or unlock button and you just let it sit there. Oh, it's a beautiful car. The front though, the front grille, it looks nice because it's like the black package, so it has, I think the rims are like gunmetal. It's not black, it's like gunmetal rims, and all the accents and trims are all in black. I do like that, but this is gonna sound very weird, but that front grille, just the way it looks like it's out of like an SUV. The previous owner of this car, before he had this car, he had a CLA AMG. Now, that exhaust and this exhaust, two different worlds. Like, yeah, it doesn't compare. That exhaust was beautiful. The way it pops, the way it crackles. You can see, not that bad, right? You give it like, it goes. And I'm sure if you put, oh, don't take that left, you idiot. Idiot. I'm sure you can buy an aftermarket exhaust on this, and you put one of those on this bad boy, oh, it'll sound nice. It'll rip and it'll roar. You hear that downshift? Woo! That's a nice sound. A police. Right. Oh, nothing to see here, officer. No. Casual. A story I want to share with you guys. I have to say that it is kind of like a 1 in a million story, because when we've done some research online, it hasn't really happened to any other TLX owners, but it's something you should be aware of, and I would be doing a disservice to you if I didn't share this story. So I think it was, they were probably at like 6,000 or 7,000 miles when all of a sudden they're driving and all these sensors are going off. It says system failure. That's the light that's coming up on there on the screen. It says system failure, and him and his brother were driving. They pulled over and they're like, "What is going on?" So they turned the car off and they turned it back on, and now the car won't move. Yeah, it's completely shot. It won't move. And the way this gear shifter is, it's not like a manual gear shifter. It's buttons. and this car is an all-wheel drive car, so you can't really pop this car into neutral because it's a button and it's system failure. So one thing that they were very specific about is, hey, because it's an all-wheel drive car, it can't go on a regular tow truck. Like, you have to get a flatbed has to come, because since it's all-wheel drive, it's not going to roll, and because of this electronic system, you can't put it in neutral. You have to get a flatbed. And so the tow truck comes, and of course, even though after they said all that, it wasn't a flatbed, it was a regular tow truck, and they had to go sit there and wait, and then finally the flatbed driver came, and finally they took it. They had the car for one day. They said, all right, we fixed the problem. Never said what the problem was. They said, don't worry, we fixed it, it won't happen again. 24 hours later, same thing happens. He goes to Stop and Shop, and car won't. He parks the car, goes inside. When he comes back out, tries to turn the car on, same signs, same error signs, same everything. And he called them again, and he told them again. And he was pissed, and the same exact thing happened again with the tow truck drivers. And he had to wait 2 hours for the first tow truck driver to come, and it was the wrong tow truck driver. So finally, he just left it in the lot. The next day he came, the tow truck driver came, and they picked it up. They had the car for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And finally they're like, I don't even know exactly what they said, but according to from the owner, he said that they didn't really give him a proper response as to what went wrong. They're like, the manager of the dealership came out and was like, I have the same car, I don't know what the problem is. Like, I don't know, I've never seen this before. And they just gave him the car back. So from now, it's been probably like a few thousand miles after that issue, and everything has been fine. There hasn't been any problems, but it's something to be aware of. You know, what I like doing is I wanted to buy out this lease of this car, but after this happened, yeah, no, I don't. Why am I going down a mountain now? Where am I? I never went up this mountain. How am I going down the mountain? I'm so confused. This car definitely picks up quick. You guys want to see a 0 to 60? Is that what you guys want? You guys want a 0 to 60? I'm going to try and find it for you. Definitely not do it here. Yeah, YOLO, why not? I'm going to stop. Ready. Ready. Should I launch it? I'm going to launch it. 2,000 RPM. That was a terrible launch. $60. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. That wasn't, there was like a delay. I took my foot off the brake, and there was like a good solid 2 to 3 second delay. Why? I don't get it. So that's one thing I don't like about this car, and I'm worried about this car in the long run. This car has like way too many electronics, and I'm worried, like, you put this many electronics in the car and something's bound to go wrong. I mean, the story I've shared, it's something like that is guaranteed to happen. So now the question of the hour, right? Would I buy this car? I like the car. I think it's a beautiful car. I think the seats feel great. The steering feels great. It gives gas, like, it's good. Don't get me wrong on that. And the back of this car looks beautiful. But let's just say if I was to buy this car, I think I wouldn't buy it. I think I'd lease it. And when you lease it, you can't change the exhaust. So it sounds nice when you go, but I need a little bit more, just a little bit more. It's a comfortable car, and I'm so worried about this electronic system. Not even about this. I don't like the gauges. I don't like this infotainment system. It's okay, but I don't love it, and I don't want to spend. This car's not cheap. It's expensive. It's at least 40 grand. When you get all these packages, and this is the top of the line A-Spec or whatever, it's at least 40 grand. So if I'm spending 40 grand on something, I better love it. And I don't love it, unfortunately. Which is sad to say, because I thought I would. But the way this handles in the corners, it's nice. But there's like a few things you can do to make it better. And I don't love it. I'm sorry. I wanted to love it, but I don't. And that is a wrap for today's episode of Alpha TV of the Acura TLX I hope you like it. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you had some fun and you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed this car. And that's a wrap for today. What did you like in this video? What did you hate? What did you think I could do better? Tell me below, comment, like, subscribe, share it. That's a wrap for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we're gonna give one last go. You ready? Hold on. Let me pop it in neutral real quick.